Hi Wildcats. Today's game is Wildcat Bowling and it's a lot of fun. I'm going to show you how you can set it up where you live. Stay tuned. Okay boys and girls, so here's how you can set up Wildcat Bowling where you live. You're going to need a few things for this game. Number one, you're going to need a nice round ball. You're going to need some form of a target. You're going to need a nice smooth surface to roll the ball on, or a floor, or a nice smooth driveway, something like that. You're going to need about a space of 10 to 15, maybe 20 feet long. And ideally, you'll want to set up your target in front of some kind of a wall or a door. That way you're not playing chasing after your ball all over the place. Now in terms of the ball, the kinds of balls you can use, is you want to have something that's nice and round. I'm sure you probably don't have a gator skin like we use here at school, but some alternatives would be a tennis ball, maybe a soft baseball, small rubber ball, but you want to have something that's nice and smooth and something you can hold with your favorite hand. Now in terms of targets, my guess is you probably don't have a bowling pin at home, but there's lots of things you can use for a target. You could use a water bottle, you could use stuffed animals, you could use plastic cups, you could use boots, you could use empty milk cartons. Lots of possibilities you can use for targets. So just experiment, and also make sure you check with your parents so that they're okay with what you're using to play the game. And you're also going to want to set it up so that there's certain markings on the floor so you know where you're going to be rolling the ball from. And I'll show you how to set that up when we come back. All right, boys and girls, so as you can see, this is the basic setup. I have the ball at the red line. Red line is where you start the game from. That's level 1. If you're able to make it past level 1 and make it to level 2, you would move back and roll the ball from the yellow line. If you get past level 2, you'd go to level 3, which is the green line, and level 4 would be the blue line. Okay, boys and girls, so here I am getting ready to start our bowling game. I'm at the level 1 line. I'm behind the red line, holding the ball in my favorite hand, the hand that I throw with and brush my teeth with and eat ice cream with. Okay? To get ready, I step back away from the line because in order to roll the ball, the first thing I have to do with my body is take a two-step approach. I'm stepping up to the line as I'm rolling it. Now, if you have the ball in your right hand, if your favorite hand is your right hand, the first step you would take is with your right foot. If your favorite hand is your left hand, then the first step you would take is with your left foot. Since most of you are right-handed, I'm going to do this right-handed. So I'm in my ready position, holding the ball in the favorite hand. My eyes are looking at the pins because we always keep our eyes on the target. I take my two-step approach. 1, 2, and as I'm getting ready to roll it, I'm lowering my body, I'm bending my knees nice and low so that the ball rolls nice and smooth on the floor. If I stand up too tall when I let go, the ball is going to bounce and it's not going to roll real well. 1, 2, as I let go of the ball, my eyes are still on the target, and when I let go of the ball to roll it, my hand should be pointing at the target. It should look like I'm reaching out to shake hands with the target. So when you put them all together, it looks like this. Ready position, eyes on the target, two-step approach, 1, 2, bend my knees, and when I let go, I'm shaking hands with the target. You do those things, it's going to give you a lot more success when you're rolling the ball. All right, boys and girls, so if you notice, I have my 3 pins set up as my target. Now you can certainly set up more than that, or if you want to set up less than that, it's certainly your choice, but I've set up 3 pins, so depending on what you use as your target, whether it's cans or cups, however you want to do it, but I have my 3 pins. So I'm starting here at level 1. For me to advance from level 1 to level 2, I have to knock down all of the pins in 2 rolls. I get 2 chances to knock them all down. Okay? If I don't knock them all down in 2 rolls, I have to stay here at level 1 and try again. So I'm going to take my first attempt. I step back away from the line because I'm going to take my two-step approach. 1, 2. Okay, on my first roll, I was able to knock down 2 of the 3 pins. So now I would get my second roll and try to knock it down. If I'm successful, then I get to move back and play the game at level 2. If I can't knock down that final pin, then I've got to set it all back up and stay here at level 1 and try it again. So that's how you advance from level to level. You get 2 rolls, to knock down the entire target. If you're successful, you move back to your next level. So that's how we play when we're advancing from level to level to level. Now I'm going to show you how we do it the traditional way. Coming up right now. All right, boys and girls, if you want to play bowling the more traditional way, what you would do is you would pick just one line and you would make every roll from the same line throughout the game. And you could even keep your score like we do in traditional bowling. If you've been to a bowling alley, which I know a lot of you have, you keep the score up on the computer screen for you. You could even make yourself up a little score sheet like this. And in bowling, as some of you know, there are what they're called frames. There's 10 frames or 10 chances to knock all the pins down. And every frame you can write down your score for each time you rolled the ball and keep track of your score and add it all up. So in frame number 1, you would get 2 rolls to try to knock down all the pins. If you were successful, you'd write down your score. If you were not successful, you still write down how many pins you were able to get down in that frame, and then you move on to frame number 2, and so on and so on. So there's a couple different ways you can do some bowling. You can do it from advancing from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 to level 4, or you can do the more traditional way where you're rolling the ball from the same line each time. Either way, it's going to be a lot of fun, so hope you have a chance to play that either with one of your parents or maybe a buddy or maybe your brother or sister and have a good time with that. Have fun, Wildcats.